Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Gold Label Batman, because they didn't tell you what it is again. This is Batman Year 1, it's on the side. I don't know why they do that, but I guess it doesn't matter for long. This is the Gold Label Batman. I don't know where you can buy this. My brother got it online, on eBay, because he didn't want to hunt anymore, and I don't hunt because I can't find anything where I live at all. So yeah, I don't know where to find this. Todd's got 15 different exclusives going on at any given time, and including chase variants. We'll talk about that as we go. But this is the new, maybe most popular Batman that's out currently. I don't know, like, it looks pretty good. I'm guessing a lot of people want this. It seems to be going for a pretty penny on eBay, so I guess it's pretty popular. It looks good to me. So let's go ahead and take it off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before we look at the figure, I do want to show you my package. It's a good package. It's the standard McFarlane package. I think it's one of the best ones going for a low price point domestic figure. Honestly, the gold label thing is super annoying, but it looks cool on the box. It's nice and shiny. And you get the figure front and center, a little batarang, the stuff's in there like normal. This guy still has it in the box because there are two of them here, and so that's why I can show you that. Then there's the back, which is like, I don't know if anybody wants that, but it's there. And then standard package, but pretty good. I will say the chase one has a platinum chase thing down here. I don't have that box with me, but I do have the figure, so I'll show you that. Okay, I guess he bought both. I didn't know he bought both on eBay, but they are here, and I don't know where to buy them, so there's no link to him in the description below, but I'll put a link for something interesting down there, and if you feel like a surprise, go ahead and click on it. Oh, okay. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what I'll be putting there. Alright, he stands. So this one's messed up. I can't get him to stand straight to fix his abdomen. It's crooked. See how his abs are crooked? I can't get him to stand up straight, but it shouldn't affect things too much. He's about 18 to the top of his head, 18 and a half if you count his ears. That's going to make him roughly 7 1/8 and then 7 3/8, give or take. Here he is up against Darwin, because Darwin's the one we compare against for 1/12 scale figures that aren't exceedingly out of scale. So there you go. Obviously, he's not in that scale, though. Alright, but I know that's like the most popular size, so that's why I compare against that size. So this is probably the best Batman head Todd has done, at least for a standard Batman head. It looks pretty nice. There's not a whole lot going on here. It's a pretty basic cowl, but it looks good. It looks pretty good. He is pretty pale in the face, but it's not terrible, and there's a little bit of color in the lips, and the eyes are lined up nicely. The bat is lined up nicely. Let's do a question of the day. Which Batman do you think is Todd's best work? You can say as Bat or Speeding Bullet or anything like that, and that's fine, but I mean more like these. Which classic looking Batman is the best one he's made? This one's a contender. I don't know though, because they've been all off to some degree. This one is too. So let's continue with the aesthetic on this guy. He still has these goofy legs. I don't know if these are the old ones that look like this or he just made new ones, but the knees actually have big points on them. And that's just the sculpt, because this company is so bad at cutting up joints that they don't even try. They just put a cut and leave it. And that is just absurd. That is the most ridiculous looking thing. The other issue I have with this guy, which is really there are only two issues I have primarily. That one, and his top half is too little. He's got pretty meaty legs, though for Todd they look alright, but for normal figures, they don't have enough definition. They don't look as muscly, even though there's a lot of mass. There's not a lot of definition, so that's a bit of a bummer. But his upper body is a lot smaller than you would expect it to be, I think. And I think it would look better with a little bit more meat. Some people might like it, but he looks too lean up top and then not lean down there. So it's a little bit disproportionate, but not too bad. We've seen way, way, way worse. But you can see he has basically no bicep, no arm. Very, very slender build for the arms especially. And the chest isn't much better. So that's a bummer, but the gloves look really nice. I like that. The belt with the wash on there looks really good. It's not in my settings, by the way. It is a desaturated yellow and a desaturated face that's throwing him off. So it looks like my video is just not that saturated, but it's not. It's normal. Boots have some nice new detailing in them. That's fine. And then we have the cape, which is pretty well applied. Like, you're not getting to do a lot of movement under the cowl. If you're supposed to be able to do any is questionable. But since it's not glued completely, I'm guessing that was their intent. But it doesn't like have enough meat to really do a lot of draping, but you can drape it over the shoulders, at least some, and that's freaking cool. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's something, and that's nice. That's really, really nice. So you do have the wired cape. It's got a good finish on this side, but on this side it is Barbie material, shiny. It's not the worst when it's black. That light blue was not great, but for black it's okay, and it's not too much cape. I think it's a good amount. It's just enough to get over the shoulder some, and it's just enough to look like a bat cape, and I'm pretty pleased with it. I don't like this material still, personally. I think spandex, yeah, because it doesn't stretch or flex the way you want it to. So spandex is the way to go, and posing this guy's gonna suck to some degree if you're trying to do the cape, just because it doesn't flow nicely at this scale at all. But yeah, he's pretty good looking. He's definitely one of their better Batmans. Is he perfect? Not by a long shot. Is he one that you should add in your collection if you're collecting McFarlane figures? Probably. So I'll give his aesthetic rating a 8 out of 10. I could go 9 for Todd, but there's still so many issues. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. The tiny arms, the knee cuts, things like that bother me. So I'm going to stick with 8. As far as accessories go, you get one trigger figure hand on him in the package and one fist hand. That's it for hands. They just said, nope, we don't care. You get one silver batarang, so that's okay. And then you get the display stand, which is useless, and the card, which is useless. So I'm going to go 0 out of 10 for accessories. I guess I should just show you this. I didn't know when I was going to work this in. This is the chase version. The grays don't look like they're exactly the same. The blacks do, but otherwise it's just the belt and the face. Even more desaturated. It's kind of a cool look though. Like, it looks nice. I don't mind it. I don't know if I would actually go hunting for it, but it's a cool looking figure. If you're trying to add something unique to the shelf, then you could do that. His gray does look slightly bluer. That could just be production variance. That's my guess, personally. But yeah, it's pretty cool looking, and I didn't bring it up earlier, so I brought it up now. Okay, let's do the articulation. The head. Can it work? It's not a bad one. It feels like a single ball rather than a double. I mean, it is a double, but it doesn't work too much like one. So it's good enough. Yeah, it's okay. We already talked about the cape. For the shoulders, they do move around on those caps. Not a ton, but a little bit. Bringing the arms up goes just better than horizontal. That's okay. You're going to get your full rotation. Bicep swivel is fine. Shoulder sculpt sucks because they suck at that company at making joints entirely. Like, they just took the sculpt and chopped it up, and it's not that good of a sculpt to begin with. Weird decisions. Alright, so double jointed elbow does work nicely. It bends well. It is hideous, though. They have not figured out how to do joints. That's amazing. I've seen the company do it. Ball hinges in the wrist. That's nice. I already told you about the torso. We have a ball peg, which isn't the worst one we've seen. He leans forward a little bit. He leans back really well and leans side to side nicely, but I can't get this part to lean forward or to lean to the side properly. To get it, yeah, the top part just keeps going, and there's no... Maybe if I wiggle it like that. Did I get it? Nope, because as soon as I lean him back over, that'll have to do. I think I got it pretty close. It's really annoying on this one. I don't know if yours is going to do that, of course, but these joints work okay. It's a double ball here and a single ball here. They work okay for a McFarlane figure. I had to fight with it a little bit to get it even neutral, but it's not the worst one they've done. Going out to the side, you get the full-on splits. That's pretty much standard going forward. The way they cut their diapers isn't great for that, but it works okay. Not a ton of range. Going back is okay too. The ugly ass knees have all the range you need. The proportioning's okay, but those are... Why would you do it this way other than ineptitude? Is that a word? Ineptitude, I think so. No boot swivel. Ankles are on their overly ratcheted, typical ankle ball hinge. So that's okay. Good range, but overly ratcheted. Toes, actually very nicely done in that they don't have a lot of... I mean, they have a decent enough retention, and other than the sole of the shoe, they are sculpted well, and they're well enough placed. They're not great, but they're okay. So his articulation is just going to get a 7. It's fine. It's not going to impress. It will be just enough to make it a decent enough action figure to pose a little bit and kind of leave it alone. It's not going to be super fun to handle, but it'll be okay. Okay, so now let's do a quick cake rating, and it's okay. The shape's not great. Mass isn't great either. He's only going to get a 3 out of 10. They put that big wrinkle in there, that sculpted wrinkle, to try to trick us, but it's not tricking me. Alright, so moving on to the final rating. Is this their best Batman? Best standard Batman? I don't know. It's maybe one of the best looking overall, but they've had a few good ones in recent history. I can't say it's the best, but I can say it's one of the best, and you should pick it up if you are collecting Todd Batman figures. Or I could say Todd's DC line, because they are mostly Batman figures. But it's a good one. It's not a particularly good figure. It is a good enough figure. But as far as this line goes, it is one of the good ones. So I'll give it an overall rating of 8 out of 10. If you're into the McFarlane line, it's a for sure pickup. If you're not, then if you're discerning, you're probably not going to enjoy it that much. If you're not too discerning, then grab it. It's a fine Batman. If you can get it for a retail type price, then sure, it's definitely fine for that. But if you're paying out the butt on eBay, then you may be disappointed because it's not a particularly good release. Just for Todd, it's decent. Okay, that's it for me. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.